Hey everyone, Pinoy X here once again, back with another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So Tempered Namielle has finally been released when it comes to the Iceborne expansion, and I'm already seeing a lot of feedback when it comes to fighting this monster. Now in today's video, what we're gonna take a look at is why Tempered monsters are so hit or miss when it comes to the Iceborne expansion and even the base game, and what exactly can Capcom do in order to improve the overall experience when it comes to fighting any Tempered monsters when it comes to both Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. Now with all of that being said, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider leaving a like on the video itself and subscribing to the channel so you can go ahead and catch up on any other content that I might be doing in future. Now let's go ahead and quickly take a look as to why Tempered monsters are so hit and miss when it comes to both Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, and what Capcom can do in order to improve the overall experience when it comes to fighting Tempered monsters in the Iceborne expansion. Now when it comes to the Tempered monsters in the game as of this current moment, that's not to say that all Tempered monsters are bad and the overall experience is bad when it comes to an Tempered monster, but it seems like when it comes to designing Tempered monsters, there seems to be one common concept that Capcom seems to be doing that's really hampering the overall design aspect when it comes to an Tempered monster. And that is the fact that Capcom seems to be over-reliant on the overall concept of an Tempered monster having bloated HP and having ridiculous damage output that it can pretty much kill you with one attack without even trying. Now when it comes to Tempered monsters, I personally think that they're meant to be an evolution, not just the next stage of difficulty when it comes to an Elder Dragon. The best concept when it comes to an evolution of an Elder Dragon when it comes to the Tempered state is none other than Tempered Xeno'jiiva. And I personally think this monster is the best example of an Tempered state when it comes to the entire series. And when it comes to Tempered Namielle, this monster is definitely a challenge, but at the same time, the reason it's more of a challenge is not so much that the fact that this monster feels evolved in any way, shape, or form, but rather it's just because of the fact that it hits harder than usual and it has a lot more HP. So in this case scenario, Tempered Namielle, yes, it's actually quite fun to fight for the most part, but as soon as you fight it multiple times, it kinda gets tedious fighting this monster because it doesn't have anything new to offer. Tempered Xeno'jiiva on the other hand, this monster is so much fun to fight because it's almost like fighting the halfway point between Xeno'jiiva and Safi'jiiva, and that makes it a lot more interesting in my personal opinion when it comes to the Tempered state in the Monster Hunter series. I think this is the best way for Capcom to improve upon the concept of Tempered monsters when it comes to Iceborne, because as of right now, the Tempered state is actually badly designed in my opinion, not so much because of the fact that they're not fun, but because they can get pretty stale very quickly because of how Capcom created them in terms of the general concept. So overall, Tempered as of right now does need improving in my personal opinion when it comes to the Iceborne expansion. Now with all of that being said, what could Capcom actually do in order to evolve the Tempered state when it comes to Iceborne? Well, as I previously just stated, when it comes to the Tempered Xeno'jiiva, Capcom needs to make sure that the monsters feel evolved when they actually fight in comparison to the standard counterpart. Don't just add in one new attack move, actually make them adaptable when it comes to the situation. For example, Tempered Nergigante will actually start punishing you when it comes to the game using the Pepega Slam spam attack if the player is actually doing quite well against this monster. But at the same time, that's not being over-reliant on one attack move when it comes to Tempered Nergigante. So don't make it too over-reliant on one attack move either. Try to strike a balance between the damage output of the monster as well as the overbloated HP, and the monster having some new attack moves in order to make it feel different in comparison to the standard counterpart. Once again, Tempered Xeno'jiiva is the perfect example of striking that balance when it comes to an Tempered monster. It fights completely different in comparison to the standard counterpart, it feels more powerful because of these new attack patterns, and it doesn't have too much ridiculous damage output in comparison to the standard counterpart, meaning that it's not gonna one-hit KO you with every single attack. So overall, that's pretty much how Capcom can design an Tempered monster when it comes to Iceborne moving forward when it comes to this particular state of an Elder Dragon. Try to make them feel evolved, don't try to make them feel like they're just overbloated monsters with overbloated stats. Now that is pretty much it for this video, taking a look at Arch-Tempered monsters and what I personally think of them when it comes to the Iceborne expansion. What do you think about Arch-Tempered monsters when it comes to the game? Are they actually a good design, a bad design? Is there something that Capcom can improve upon when it comes to the concept of Arch-Tempered monsters when it comes to Iceborne? Let me know in the comments below what you think about Arch-Tempered monsters when it comes to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Now that is pretty much it from me for this video. If you enjoyed these videos, please consider leaving a like on the video itself and subscribing to the channel, as well as hitting that bell icon so you can go ahead and catch up on any future Monster Hunter content that I might be doing or any other games that I might be playing in future. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Onward and upward.